The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply. USAA.
Vitamin Water was born in New York because New Yorkers wanted more. Like more flavor to go with all the flavor. A refreshing drink after climbing 6 flights of stairs to a walk-up apartment, or standing in the subway station in 100-degree heat. Focus when I have an 8-hour shift, and Triple X after I was out all night at a club. Call Triple X. Drink vitamin water. It's from New York.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay, with experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Coaching Youth Hoops Podcast.
They're playing basketball.
Here's our hosts, Steve Collins, and Bill Flitter.
Welcome. Coaching Youth Hoops.
Coach, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm semi-relaxed. I got my Whoop on. I've had.
So you know what your heart rate is, right?
And I've had good sleep the last couple of days. You know what I found out is if I don't have coffee, like after 3, because usually I have coffee late.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
That has really helped. Alcohol and coffee are bad for sleep. But
hate to say this, especially at your age, Coach.
Thanks.
Coach, what are we talking about today?
I'll tell you a story. I went to the post office yesterday. If you want to feel young, go to the post office, because I was 30 years younger than the average person in the post office.
There you go. Did you buy some stamps?
In the middle of the day? No, I had to drop off something, and they had to scan it, and it was an Amazon. I think it was Amazon, or it was something, but it couldn't go to UPS. It had to go to USPS. Anyway, but feel very young. Go to noon at the grocery store, noon at the postal office. You'll feel young. You're in your 50s. Anyway. So today's topic. What's today's topic?
We're going to talk about making your practices efficient using technology. And just in general, different tools and things you can introduce to practice. There's so many amazing things coming out in the market right now that I thought, probably a good podcast
and
topic.
It's changed. A lot of it's
changed
since you and I played.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, yeah.
It wasn't
and let's just dive right in. I mean, since you teed it up like that, if you think about basketballs in general, there's the SIC basketball, SIQ, SIQ basketball that now I just need a basketball and it tracks your stats.
Right.
It's going to track your arc of your ball and so many more things, right? So you can get feedback and data on improving your shot when it's just you. It's absolutely amazing, right?
Yeah, the technology can fit into a ball that still feels like a normal ball. That's the crazy part. You can think about
we got the demo, right? When
I know.
It fits in the stem, the air stem,
valve.
right?
It's the valve.
The valve. Absolutely crazy that they got it that small.
I know.
And people are like, oh, it's got to be no, it's not.
It's exactly the same. I couldn't even tell.
Stunning.
I had my son.
Tell.
Yeah, I know. I had my son drooling around, and he couldn't even tell.
So
I know again, it's so many. Like Dr. Dish is another one, obviously.
Right,
that's
a little different thing, right? That's exactly. And they're getting smaller and smaller too, right? The size of the machine.
The machine
itself.
is getting smaller, and it's and which is good for schools because
for storage and stuff. You have 6. Did you say you have 6? Dr. Dishes?
No, I had three, but I gave one away because it was an old school one. So I'm down to two now.
Yeah.
I might have to get another one. And then you have the diagrams, right? The basketball play.
Basketball Play Creator, right, is another one. So basketballplaycreator.com. Just to draw up your plays and to create playbooks, and so you can have them going into practice. You can see diagrams. You can look at it on your phone. You can see the action right there. So it's another one. Fast Draw, I guess, would be.
And that's why you
that.
and I like that one, just because you can see that movement. It's so smooth and it's easy to kind of see.
And it's easy to do, and there's not a lot of distraction as far as the different features they have. It's exactly what a youth coach would need, even a high school coach, without all the distraction.
Yeah.
What else? Game Changer. Can't forget talking about Game Changer.
The best one. Yes. Talk about Game Changer. We talk about Game Changer every week, but it is a game changer. Good name.
Yeah, and especially if you're looking to video and get feedback on your game and game performance, right? And then tweak practice based on that game performance. And it's made for, the youth coach, right? High school coaches can use it too, but the youth coach is perfect for that. It's, again, a lightweight piece of technology that packs a punch. What else? Well, of course, you have our stuff, which coaching youth hoops. Practice plans already done for you. We'll use that. That's a tool, right?
That's the best.
Get your whole
people. That's the best tool.
That's right.
You won't say it, but it's a great tool.
Yeah. It's a great tool. I mean, huge time saver. I mean, why do you use tools anyway, right? You use tools to save you time and effort, right? So,
and it's finding the right tool.
That's right.
Which, all I care about is the hole in the wall. I don't care about how the hole. I mean, I gotta get the right tool to get. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, I agree. And then tell them about the new thing that we're working at.
Yeah, one of the things that I know that coaches struggle with, especially at the youth level, is what offense to run. There's tons of offenses out there, some real simple, some more complicated, but we created a tool for you to put in your inputs about your team, and we're going to make a suggestion of what offense you should run based on your personnel. And again, these are all youth-based offenses, so we'll make it super simple for you. Take the decisioning out. You're going to know exactly what offense you should be running based on your performance. So you can check that out. It's Coaching Youth Hoops /youth-basketball-offense. So youth basketball offense with the dashes in between at Coaching Youth Hoops. And we'll have something put it in the show notes as well. And
that's a horrible URL.
Youth basketball offense.
No, it's too long.
The dashes.
Yeah, I'm just teasing.
Okay, we'll create a redirect for that as well.
We'll shorten it. We're just having a conversation, people, but I'm going to tell them to shorten that. I don't know what the answer to it is, but anyway, we'll put in the show notes for all of you that are driving your car, so you can find it. But
those are some of the simple tools that you can use to enhance practice, get feedback, real-time feedback. Like, if you think about Game Changer, giving you real-time feedback, what's going on in the game, you can see it live. Right. And of course, you can always review it afterwards and then making decisions based on what the stats look like. Having a full season of practice plans done for you, right? Creating plays if you want to do anything unique. If you're a lot of the coaches that we work with, they're coaching their kids. So using a basketball that gives them feedback on their shot right in the driveway, right? So it's absolutely amazing with there's so much technology coming out just in the game of basketball
the only thing that would be better than all of these technologies would be literally if you have a robot coaching your team and you were just sitting on the side. I mean, like a full, it's yeah. I mean, all the tools that help you make it easier.
Right.
What are we talking about? Practice. What do we do? How do we do it? What drills do we do? How do we tape the game? Like, how do we analyze it? It's like all of that stuff is what you need,
Yeah, so you can focus on strategy and
motivation,
all of the and leadership and all those other things that go into coaching.
Right.
Yeah, just a quick recap. Go to basketballplaycreator.com. There's the SICK hoops, and that's SIQ hoops. You can Google that. Game Changer. That's at you go to gamechanger.com/coaching youth hoops. You can learn about that tool. Go to coachingyouthhoops.com to get your practice plans.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other URL that Steve says too long is coachingyouthhoops.com/youth-basketball or youth. What is it, Steve?
I don't remember. It was too long.
I knew you were going to say that. It's youth basketball offense. I got you with the dashes in between. So that tool will help you find your offense.
It will. It's Mad Libs. I tell coach, it's like when I was a kid and you'd read those books and it would say turn to page 3 or turn to page 6, depending on your answer to the question. I love it. It will help you pick the right offense. It's cool. It's like AI at its best.
Yeah. It's we created it using AI. So I mean that's AI's coming to the game of basketball, and and that's what we did. And we're there.
All right, till next week, coach.
Till next week.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.